Greetings and good day! How are you all today? I myself am pretty excited to continue where we last left off in Control. Only instead of just doing some cleanup today, I think we're going to be focusing primarily on the main story. When we last left off, we had done a little bit of main story stuff, and we got to the point to where we were ready to make our way to the thing. What's the thing? The projector. And shut that off, or get the mission to shut it off, or whatever we have to do. We'll see what we have to do though momentarily. I'm relatively certain that we've done most, if not all, of the side missions. Greetings and good day, Grant Kirkland. How are you today? But yeah, we did get a couple of cosmetic options for our character. Currently rocking one of the options we got. There's a lot in this game that like is unannounced side stuff, and I kind of love that. Like there's this one area in the research center, probability and luck, and if you go up there, there's like a little thing you can do where you make adjustments to change your luck. And if you get a 7, I believe, yeah, if you get a 7 after altering your luck a little bit, you unlock the suit that I'm currently wearing, amongst other things. That's good to hear that you're doing good. What missions do we have to do? Yeah, just the face of the enemy and put a record on. I'm probably just gonna focus on the slide projector for the time being and go from there. We do have a lot of lore stuff we could potentially read. The hand chair. Item must be kept in isolation, removed from other unsecured objects. Under no circumstances is this item to be sat in. A plastic seat shaped like a human hand from the 1960s. The hand palm forms a seat with the fingers acting as the chair's back. The item affects gravitational forces, attracting and repelling objects near itself with the force of... I hate that they censor all the stuff in here. It makes no sense that they do. Its fingers have also been observed to change position, though too quickly to be witnessed or filmed. The item may be changing forms rather than moving. The item only displays these effects during full moons. Sample analysis confirms that it contains human genetic material. Okay. Found in a warehouse, Albany. Ranger trainees, accompanied by an experienced field agent, dispatched to investigate local rumors. When they encounter the item, successfully retrieve the item. The mannequin, fuck the mannequin by the way. No known procedures for preventing the item effects. Lining the item cell with newly discovered black rock has yielded positive results. Tests with other altered items. Wire and fabric waste mannequin. The base and head are made of stained wood. The item duplicates. The trigger for this behavior is unknown. No correlation can be found in either the number of duplications that manifest during an episode or the duration for which they last before disappearing. The paper lantern. What does this thing do? In a locked containment cell, any prolonged observation of the item should be avoided. So you can't look at it for a long time. The item is a paper lantern known as a Kochin. The paper is red with elegant black Japanese characters that translate to ramen. Item has an attractive effect that is both physical and psychological. Nearby objects gravitate towards the item with a minor force of blank. More notable, its ability to attract sentient organisms with its rich red color and warm, comforting glow. This thing, no unique procedure required. Altered status is suspected but not unverified. Oh, it's altered. I just don't know what it does. I mean, I know what it does, but I can't remember. A plastic pink flamingo long ornament. 2 steel prongs extend from its underside. The item is suspected to influence atmospheric physics, altering meteorological phenomenon in the area. This effect is currently unconfirmed. Oh, that's right. This is the flamingo the homeless vagrant was freaking out about and using to stop rainstorms and stuff like that. In quotation marks. This thing. The object effect is subdued by exposure to sunlight. A traffic light with 3 distinct lights arranged vertically on each of its 4 sides. Top to bottom, the lights shine red, yellow, green. Popular children's game is believed to be integral in the manifestation of this item and its effect. If an entity approaches the item while its red light is active, they will be instantaneously relocated a distance of blank from the item. Theories that the item is shifting people to a former timeline or parallel universe have been explored and dismissed. The item was discovered after a street light at an intersection near the elementary school began shifting people away from itself after sunset. Local panic brought the case to the attention of the Bureau. The item was contained and a gas leak was blamed for this confusion in the townspeople's perception. Yeah, I figured that one out real fast about red light, green light. Correspondences. As head chef, I need to express my concern about rumors I've been hearing regarding mold appearing near some of my kitchens. I'm alerting you that any food handled, prepared, or consumed in the vicinity of mode can be contaminated and unsafe for ingestion. Yeah, that would be bad. If I can verify these reports, then I will need to close multiple cafeterias. I realize this will be an inconvenience to many, but as a caterer, I pride myself in keeping a pristine environment for food preparation and services. To the esteemed members of the American Psychiatric Council, I am writing you to inquire about the significance of dreams in relation to one's mental health. I'm aware that there are many books purporting to contain the true meaning of dreams, but I have reservations about their legitimacy. I understand that this is not usually done, but if I would greatly appreciate your thoughts on my condition. Ever since I was young, I have had intensely vivid dreams. They only occur sporadically, but in them I witness very strange events. I understand dreams can seem real at the time, but these feel markedly different. They do not occur often, perhaps only 1 or 2 a year. Last night I had one. I saw a small empty town. It was utterly dark. There was a lake at its center, shadows of people moving around me, muttering odd things. Bright light woke me up. I was screaming in my sleep. My wife had been shaking me for minutes before I woke. Because of this recent incident, I've decided to seek help. The doctor says I'm physically fine, but I wanted to consult your expertise. Thank you for your valuable time. If I'm not mistaken, that's referencing Bright Falls, Alan Wake.
Mark Gibson, male, age 28, returned from the astral.
Yeah, we saw that. This one, yay! I hate this already.
TV! Let's watch Donkeys in Space!
It's not safe.
But Star Captain Eagle! Can I poke it with a stick?
Okay.
Uncle Bones is gonna pop in.
Bureau rule number 74. Always be suspicious of things that weren't there before.
What?
Looks safe to me.
Donkeys in Space!
Wait! It's not even plugged
in!
Weird. Still creepy as shit. We are going to go to containment And we are going to go into the ordinary AWE. And from that point forward, we are going to head forth and see how much more we have to do in this game. I would assume not much. I could be mistaken, though. That could be a surprising amount that I'm actually missing out on. We'll see, though. Then again, I have level 6 clearance, even though I've seen higher level clearance required. The second slide we called the meadow, but it was really just an empty lot with a bunch of weeds. There was a shack and a phone line. It smelled like flowers there. It was powerful, intoxicating. We had crazy dreams there. It must have been because of the smell. I didn't like it. Didn't like losing control. In the dreams, everything was melting, and then when we'd come out, everything had melted around the projector. Neil was really into it. We found out he'd been coming there more and more on his own. Then Tom beat the secret out of Neil and found the projector, and his goons took it. Thought Neil had got lost inside the meadow when Tom changed the slide, but that's not what happened. Oh. This whole event.
Let's see what they have on Ordinary.
Is creepy as shit.
It's all here. Our home, our school, the woods, the dump.
So they recreated the town. I'm assuming that's our house? Why though? Try and figure out how it happened and what went wrong. I figured that was gonna happen. Missing. Whatever.
We found the slide projector in the dump outside town. Did they recreate that too? Is that where they keep it?
Kind of weird that they go to like that level of recreation. Try and mimic or imitate what happened? Why would they want to do that? You're supposed to control things, not utilize them.
You mentioned a poem last time we talked. By Thomas Zane?
Yes. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated.
I looked the poem up. Only I couldn't find any poet by that name. I did find a European filmmaker who moved here in the 60s, named Thomas Zane.
What? I don't...
No matter. It suits you very well. The poem. How you see things. Maybe you wrote it yourself?
I didn't.
No matter. You've said a few times that you feel like there's a piece of you missing. Can we talk about that?
Okay. Yeah, it's this. I feel an emptiness, a yearning for something that I think I lost.
It's natural for you to feel that way. Your brother and your parents are dead.
No! No. Dylan's not dead. And that's not even it.
You're referring to the imaginary friend from your childhood?
Polaris. She's come back. After a long time, she's calling me. In a dream I saw, she showed me things.
Jesse.
It felt more real than anything. As real as what happened in Ordinary.
The industrial accident in your hometown? That you believe Polaris caused?
No, it wasn't an accident. There was no industrial accident, and Polaris didn't cause it. She saved me and Dylan.
Jesse.
No! It was a cover-up. The government knows about it. There were agents there. Agents from... I don't know exactly, but they took Dylan. I'll find them. I won't stop looking. Polaris wants me to go to New York. There's a building there. I have to leave soon. I have to be there at a very specific time. Something hugely important is going to happen.
Jesse, you know we can't let you go until you're well. And that begins by understanding what's real and what's imagined.
They're fucked up, man. They fucked up our brother. They tried to fuck us up. Who would you be if we let you? Largely based on interviews conducted with Dylan Faden, and the obtained therapy sessions of Jesse Faden, as well as circumstantial evidence found at the Ordinary site. Note that accounts provided by all three sources contain conflicting data. Example, Dylan Faden claims there were 8 slides for the projector. Jesse Faden mentions 9. Bureau found 1 intact slide, and the burnt remains of 6 others. Unfortunately, these slides are too badly damaged to be used in the projector. Jesse Faden is believed to be the individual responsible for burning the slides. Dr. Darling has ordered that the entirety of the Ordinary town dump be brought to the Bureau for examination and analysis, with the hopes of finding additional slides or altered item or other altered materials. Due to the limited space at the investigation sector, this AWE will be investigated in the containment sector. I don't think some of these messages placements have been proper. Now that I'm thinking about it, but whatever, it's not that big of a deal. They really did bring the whole fucking thing there.
Moved the whole landfill here in the middle of New York, and nobody saw a thing. Pretty unbelievable.
I mean, it wasn't that big of a town, so it makes sense why it wouldn't be that big of a dump in quotation marks. Globe. Ah, the Globe. Penthouse suite at Toronto belonging to David Wolf, who was being investigated for illegally dealing in altered materials. Bureau agents raided his penthouse and found numerous paranatural belongings, including something and this item. Wolf was arrested. Why would a 36-year-old Bay Street investment trader, filthy rich, married to a model, despair overnight? That's the question that's kept Toronto high society up at night. This past week, police say it's being looked into. Some nut job radio show in the States claims he disappeared to join the Illuminati, but it's this reporter's opinion that Mr. Wolf, bored of his job, sick of his family, left it all behind to retire in some remote beach paradise. Now he's sipping Mai Tais while the world thinks he's dead. No. No, he's been taken by the government. on. I pressed circle so fucking hard on that one. That was a little aggravating. I pressed circle so hard on that and it didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. Was I out of energy? I could have been out of energy. That was probably what the case was, and I was regenerating. Whatever. Yeah, these fights are not that difficult. They're fun, though.
Moved the whole landfill here.
I missed this last time, apparently.
New York. And no.
By order of Dr. Darling, our work in the ordinary dump is to stop effective immediately. Resources will be allocated to the department. Details will be forthcoming. This area will be sealed at the end of the month. Please remove all personnel effects before that time. Any photographic slides, the type used in the slide projectors found in the area, should be delivered to Dr. Darling immediately.
Nobody saw a thing.
So,
Pretty unbelievable.
it was at that stage that Darling figured out shit was not gonna be good.
We should check that lab.
That was frustrating. We did it though. So what's this got?
Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Darling took the projector to the research sector. He dedicated a whole area to it, so he knew it was important. Dimensional research. That's where we go next.
I've heard of that article first, like before. Not article, I've heard of that section before. We got a couple things to watch. No? It's early in AWE. Alright, well, I guess we could, head back. Before that, let's, go through and check a few things.
Dylan's a lost cause. I know I struggled to see this, but we've contained him now. I wish I had sided with Marshall back when it was just one person. So many dead. I thought his youth was an asset. Just too much too soon. Effective immediately.
Oh,
Setting up a new
I didn't
department.
see that first part.
Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Alright. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. The ashtray maze. I knew we'd have to go through there. Let's check Central Executive, see if anybody got anything new to say, and go from there. wonder what's up with this, like, spiral stuff they got going on. And I'm pretty sure this is, like, the Polaris thing. Whatever. I'm hoping that there's no new missions here, because if there is, I might have to check them out.
I need the containment protocols for every altered item or object of power with an audio-related effect.
I'll send a team to contact Langston and get that information, sir. If you ask why, what do we tell him?
Tell him that the hiss work through sound, so any countermeasures designed for similar altered items should be considered for field use. Man, I never thought I'd be working in the executive sector. Look at me now, Ma.
Alright.
You're not the only one who's busy, you know.
Nothing new.
What can I help with? Do you remember Mr. Tomasi, the head of communications? The hiss he was changed into showed up in containment, near the turntable.
I'll take care of it. That thing's not getting away this time.
Oh!
I've heard reports about his particular use of language and intonation when repeating the hiss babbling. The biological and behavioral distinctions between different hiss-corrupted individuals is truly fascinating. I wonder if I could categorize the data.
And she's already off on her own thing.
I should get going. Don't let me hold you up.
We have enough time to deal with these. I want to deal with him too because he took me out and I never got to take him out. You know? Can't talk to him anymore. Transit corridor south should take us right to the central point. Oh, I feel like we're gonna have a good old time with Mr. Tomasi. Gonna burn his ass. Unfortunately, we don't have the flamethrower to do that. Might have to give it to that dude first. Or not, I guess. I'm gonna try and experiment with something really fast. I'm gonna hit the elevator because I'm pretty sure the elevator is a loading screen. I'm gonna hit it twice, basically, up and then down, and then I'm gonna hit there if I don't get the boss enemy coming to accost me at that stage. Then I'll just come back to it later. Alright. No? Alright, whatever. Alright. Central research after ritual division, and then there we go up and over. And we should be able to go to the ashtray maze from that point forward. I still need to use the shield. I haven't been using the shield nearly as much as I should. I can't go through Central right there, damn it. Forgot about that. We could go through Protective Studies. An HR lab. Yeah, I like that.
Is Dr. Darling's penmanship intentionally this bad?
Maybe he's trying to test our code breaking skills.
They do repeat themselves quite often. That was something I've not heard before, so I figured I'd listen to it. What the hell? Yeah, whatever. Alright. Made quick work of all them. I think I might have to go to a different fast travel location because I'm having some trouble remembering how to get there. Maybe? Might be in Central Research. I don't know. Luck and probability is this way, so... Apparently this is the way that I have to go. Makes sense. Considering these are level 5 guys.
Contact the janitor if you need to get the room.
Broken? How many dead ends can this place have? We need to find Ahti.
This was in... ventilation, I think, but I'm gonna go through the power plant because this is the direction that I remember going. Got a little case of the hiccups. Ugh. Probably shouldn't let that. Just to see if it would crush me. It probably would.
No Ahti. Where is he?
Now this boy left, said the son of Annikki Tähti. My assistant will keep work in the glove and the house standing. Lomille lomps, holiday humps.
How can anyone even get out of here while the building's sealed? Let alone go on a holiday.
This shit is weird. Oh, two birds, one stone. More mold.
The mold's gotten in here too? Alright. Let's get cleaning, she said, cocking her gun.
Ow. Hold on, before I do that. Looking for a little green light. And smooth, not bumpy. We're looking for smooth, not bumpy. What the hell is it?
That should slow it down.
There we go. have to do this time. The goddamn clog?
Ajoittain noin 14. Myöhemmin iltapäivällä ja illalla suunnaltaan vaihtelemaan tuulta 4–6 metriä sekunnista. Yöstä alkaen tuuli metriä sekunnissa. Yöllä tuuli väliaikaisesti. Selkämeren pohjoisosa, merenkulku ja perämeri suunnaltaan vaihtelemaan tuulta 3–6.
The mold's gone. The clog. I keep calling it mold, but it's a clog.
Sää rannikkoasemilla tänään kello 11. Kotka rahti.
Wait, what?
18. Eteläkaakko 4. Kutua. Yli 20. Pohasjään 17. Russarö 18.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Lyham 17. Rahko 4. Selkeä. Pitkä. Melkein selkeä. Yli 20. Rauha.
Well. That's kind of a fucking problem, isn't it? Gotta quit the menu, then come back into the game because it apparently glitched out on me. Goddamn idiot! Did I do it quick enough or no? Son of a bitch.
Keskipäivään asti. Suomenlahden itäosa aluksi välistä tuulta. Yöstä alkaen lounaistuulta 3–8 ajoittain. Illalla tuuli heikkenee. Kutuissa hyvä näkyvyys. Lounaan välistä tuulta 6–12. Ajoittain noin 14 metriä. Myöhemmin iltapäivällä ja illalla suunnaltaan vaihtelevaa tuulta 4–6. Hyvä näkyvyys. Selkämeren eteläosa 6–10 metriä. Hyvä näkyvyys. Selkämeren pohjoisosa, Merenkurkku ja Perämeri suunnaltaan vaihtelevaa tuulta 3–6 metriä sekunnissa. Ja hyvä näkyvyys. Sää rannikkoasemalla tänään. Kalvodabrunn 15, selkeää, yli 20. Helsinki Katajavuoto 18, Eteläkaakko 4, Kutuvo, yli 20. Bogassään 17,
What the fuck?
Kaakko 3, melkein selkeää, yli 20.
Like, I actually have to look this up now. Oh, gross. Come on, load. I was grossing something else. Oh.
Varroi 18 tyyntä pilvistä yli 2.
Did not anticipate the janitor's closet having the key. Okay. Wait. Yeah, I'm in black. Okay. Albany summary. Response team was dispatched into the possible AWE in progress at Albany something. At the scene, the team encountered and retrieved AI-63. The Bureau had discovered numerous online message boards regarding loud noises coming from an abandoned shipping warehouse belonging to the corporation. Local law enforcement had discovered numerous bodies in various states of mutilation in the vicinity, thus, along with noises, were considered to be evidence of a werewolf due to the fact that they only occurred on the last 3 full moons. Oh shit! The likelihood of a genuine AWE was considered low. Despite this evaluation, the team encountered a high volatile altered item, which they successfully retrieved. This is our buddies thing. Why they all bought their silver bullets at.
Wait.
Called it. I wonder if the Ocean View Motel is a trigger for this to open up. me that later. Well, I still have access to my gun, so I'm a little bit worried I'm gonna have to fight while on this thing. Weird. It's very weird that we slow down like that. Alright, those are pretty stable. The game is having some trouble. It's loading in a lot, it looks like. Come on. You can do it. Oh, come on! There we go. This place is kind of creepy.
There's something up ahead. Do you see it?
That's creepy.
Hey, girl. For a Finn, holidays holy.
Ahti?
Did you miss me? Did you have piss in your sock? Yes. No. Bark don't make a wound. You did good. Take my cassette player. You can borrow it. The song is a present from my friends to you. It will get you through the maze so you can do your job.
Did that really just happen? Of course it did. He gave me his cassette player. It'll get me through the maze, huh? The jam always has the key. keys.
Why is there... That looks a lot closer than it actually is. There we go.
Okay, I've got Ati's cassette player. What did he pick out for me? A tango? Aha! A song from the band Old Gods of Asgard.
Probably not gonna be able to listen to it at all.
Let's go.
Oh, are we? Oh, God. Yes.
Take control.
What a crazy game. This is trippy as shit, man. Holy shit! Trippy, man. Oh. Okay, so there's nothing for me there, it looks like. Damn, that was over too quickly, it feels like.
That was awesome.
Pretty awesome, yeah.
The expedition into Slidescape 36. What Darling brought back changed everything.
Oh, okay. No unique procedures. Steel ashtray with the maze engraved on its bottom. An ever-burning cigarette rests in it. When bound, the object allows paranaturalists to create a maze of shifting corridors without adjusting the dimensions of the space around it. This maze forms wherever the object is placed. Only the binder can navigate the maze, though they may allow others through. The object is currently bound to the Director Trench. The object was discovered by a team of rangers sent to a care facility for the elderly that had become the center of numerous missing persons reports. Local authorities also disappeared inside after responding to reports. A certain agent discovered the object in something which indicates it was the source of the disappearances. The whereabouts of the missing persons are still unknown, though they are presumed to be lost in the maze. Upon arrival, the squad broke into the warehouse and discovered boxes of undelivered merchandise abandoned by the previous owner of the warehouse. As they investigated, the noise along the south side of the building caused it to collapse inward. Wooden crates and accelerated physical from rendered field agent and two of the trainees unconscious. The others escaped the warehouse before it collapsed entirely. In the rubble, they found 63 at the origin of the attracting and repelling debris. They stood guard around the item until the moon set, at which point the altered effect ceased. They returned the item to the Bureau without further incident. No fatalities occurred. Collapse of the warehouse was not witnessed by civilians, and thus no re-informing by the communications department was required. Oh, this is the tree! Results are incredible, but more so the speed of discovery. This allows us 14 copies our speech, but after numerous tests, we've discovered that certain words are missing from its vocabulary. We began isolating these words, cross-referencing them with esoteric texts from the early days of the Bureau. We found that these words, when arranged in particular formations and spoken at varying speeds and cadences, elicit a reaction from altered materials. We tested this specific string of words, a formula, if you will, on the altered items kept in the examination hall. Varying physical responses were recorded with each one, with an 82% success rate. We've proven that words can tangibly affect these items. Specific applications must be explored, possibly for containment or identification purposes. This will drastically change our approach moving forward. And to think there are still more words to be found. Interesting. So their formula is not a formula at all. It's, a series of words made into a formula.
We used the slide projector. I led the expeditions into Slidescape 36. They told me not to go. The director should not put himself in danger. I told them to fuck off. I've seen action before, and I had to witness this myself. To find some meaning in all of this, I couldn't sit on my ass, alone with my thoughts, my memories. Anything but that. Those who survived were deeply affected by what we found there, by what Darling brought back. It changed everything. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing remains to be seen. But I did find my meaning in that desert. A sound, like a needle drilling in, cutting through the containment suit, reverberating in the base of my skull. My whole being. Darling said it was nothing. But he was wrong. It's been there ever since, growing into a certainty, into an understanding of what's at stake here, what kind of a threat we're facing, and what must be done to stop it.
This is why he shot himself. He was becoming corrupted because of the hiss were burrowing their way into his mind. So he stopped it. Oh shit. So where we were at was the base of the house and is a direct link to them. Janitor complaint. Has anyone seen that janitor mopping up around here? Isn't this a restricted access area? Who gave him permission to come here? How the fuck did he get through the maze?
Yeah, you want me here. Finding the projector was how this all began. What started in ordinary ends here. You, me, Dylan. We've all come full circle.
Might have to switch over to Pierce or something like that. I figured that that was the case, but I wanted to double check. I don't think this is a desert.
There was a doorway here, to where Dylan and I went, where the projector took us, where we met you. The Bureau opened the same door here, but there's just an echo now. suppose. Just on the other side?
Crazy. Yeah, I don't think this is sand. I think this is resonance. This is just like the hiss stuff. Nothing up there, okay. The projector's gone.
The projector's not here. Moved again. What did Darling do with it? I've got to find out.
Slide remains. And Dylan's sister burned the rest in ordinary before... The projected image from each slide is a physical portal into another dimension. Only one slide remains. Dylan's sister burned the rest in ordinary before we could intercept. The text on it, color slide film, this side towards screen, and the number 36. The topography of Slidescape 36 bears deep wade marks. On the slide and in the distance, there's a formation of 5 pillars like crude, outstretched fingers. There were casualties on our first expedition. Communication is an issue. There is no sound there, as if you've gone deaf. And radios don't work. Correction, resonance from an unknown source in part within the range of audible frequency. It acts in unpredictable ways, causing feedback loops that can tear you apart. Trench insists he heard something else. It made his ears bleed. Our equipment found no evidence of anything beyond the primary resonance. Trench's medical tests show nothing amiss. We could intercept. The text on it, color slide film, this side towards screen.
Really? We're either gonna find his body or find him. The slide projector only works with slide 36. Logically, this means the slide itself is part of the object of power or a distinct altered item. But of course, I had to make sure none of the slides worked. I had to try. I thought maybe emotion had something to do with it. Connection, history, love. I brought my parents' old slide, birthday parties, vacations to Niagara Falls, my first day of high school, that kind of thing. There were 2 boxes worth. I had to dig around the garbage for an hour to find them. Never once thought of looking at them since they passed. I tried them all. I waited until all the staff left for night. I stayed up at the booth for hours trying every one. Projector off, slide out, slide in, projector on, nothing happens. Projector off, slide out, slide in, projector on, nothing happens. Love wasn't the common factor. There's no correlation that I can see. Maybe the slide itself is the object of power. Maybe the projector is just an accessory. Maybe it doesn't matter. Why'd that fucking kid have to burn the other slides? Because to stop this. That's why, you idiots. Hedron and the Hedron resonance are arguably the greatest asset this bureau has ever possessed. The security of Hedron is unspeakably vital, which is why we have from the majority of bureau employees. The report details the containment procedures required for the Hedron containment chamber, including details on the being pumped into the containment cell, mechanical upkeep of the resonance siphons, and the arrangement of the acoustic pillars to dampen or amplify the sonic range of the chamber. Okay. There's, oh no, never mind. I thought there was shit written on your pillow as well. No, it's just the, like, property of the Federal Bureau of Control or whatever. There we go.
Expedition 3. We located the source of the resonance in Slidescape 36. It is an entity, a living organism of a considerable mass. I've named it Hedron based on its physical shape.
Hedron.
We built a container for it.
You? Did he bring you here? Is that why you brought me here? You're here. You're here. They have you. I know you. I remember from Ordinary.
Wait.
I thought I'd never see you again. Hang on, I'm coming.
Yes. Expedition 3. We located the source of the resonance in Slidescape 36. It is an entity, a living organism of a considerable mass. I've named it Hedron based on its physical shape, the part that we can perceive. I honestly think there's the resonance it emits, the frequencies. We've never seen anything like it. We've built a container for it, and we brought it in. This changes everything.
Dumbass.
It's beyond our understanding. We have brought so many questions with us through that hole in the wall. I will dedicate... I'm never going home. Okay.
What happened?
I'm Dr. Casper Darling, and this is my final message. It's not the end. But after this, I won't. I exposed myself to Hedron resonance fully. It's changing me. I've seen. I've been shown so much. Slidescape 36 was where Hedron stopped the spread of another. It's terrifying. It really is. It's another source of resonance. Trench was exposed to this other. It will now spread. I've done everything I can to stop the Hedron resonance amplifiers. I don't know if it'll make a difference. I won't be here when it happens. I should have told Emily more.
Damn.
I'm being sent one more lesson. Something wonderful, I think.
That's a shame.
I'm Dr. Casper Darling, and this is my final message.
There we go.
Through here? You are coming through so strong. Darling used this HRA to lock the door. I have to rip it off to get in. Are you sure? Okay, I'll be there. Hang on.
I'm slightly concerned, but at the same time, we're about to find out what's going on.
Hi. I made it.
The hole in your room is a hole in you. You gave the green light, you into the hole in you! I've always been here. The only child. A copy of a copy of a copy!
No. Why did you... This was a mistake.
It's so much easier when you could control other people to help you.
Get the fuck away! Fuck
maybe a little bit. Or all the way, that works too. I do like how it seems to happen in stages to where, like, if I do it, I won't have to worry about them sticking around, if that makes any sense. I'm glad there's not like a health bar or anything like that on this thing. Rude. Well, they died.
Poster comes down and there's nothing there. It's just the cell. And death. I was wrong. There was never anything there. Hello? Polaris, are you there? Please. You can't let this happen. Please. Let me sleep. Please. I just want to sleep now. Let me sleep.
You are a worm through time. The thunder song distorts you. Happiness comes. Light curls at will.
Hmm? Wait, what? Bad ending? I probably got the bad ending just then. Oh well. No. No, I haven't. Yeah, I figured that when the credits started fucking up.
Federal Bureau of Control, how may I help you?
I need those field reports typed up and in management's hands first thing
The
tomorrow.
Bureau's the best at what it does. Protecting everyday Americans from foreign threats.
There's the new girl, standing around daydreaming, when she should be getting work done.
This
How does
is...
she think she is?
Hold on.
The director?
It's on the desk.
I'll get it done right now.
Weird. This is supposed to be what I was supposed to be doing if, our brother was in control as the director.
It's on the desk. I'll do my best.
What?
We haven't got all day.
I'll do it immediately.
This is dumb. Shit is transforming in front of our eyes, though.
Don't remind me. We had this new office girl, and I honestly don't know how she got the job. No,
Pick it up. I'll take care of it.
Are you sure you are not lost? Maybe you can find yourself in the direct.
Thought so.
Not now. I'm busy. Come back later.
Sorry.
Hmm. There were in HRAs too.
The nerve of this woman. Who does she think she is?
Oh, great. I was just waiting for my mail. Just leave it on the desk there, please. So you're the new girl, right? Well, welcome to the Bureau. I'm glad to have you on board. And you should be proud. We do very important work here. Oh, and don't worry about starting at the bottom. I wasn't always the director, you know. My Bureau career began as a lowly agent. Those were the... Please, take the outgoing mail as well. Thank you.
What is happening? I don't like this. No, this isn't me. I'm not me. I can't. Why can't I feel you? Oh, I've forgotten something. I can't think. Oh, I'm lost. Oh, where are you? I can't feel anything. I don't want to be alone here. Where am I? What is this? I want it end. Wake up, please. I want to go home.
This is a weird one. Uh-oh.
I won't let them win. That's how it happened. The Hiss got Trench first. He turned on the projector. He let them in. I have to remember the Hiss. The Hiss is the enemy.
Oh, okay.
This is all inside my head. The Hiss burrowing in. I'm trapped in here. They're taking over.
This is so weird.
I will fight this. I will find a way to push them out.
Welcome back. I knew I chose a good assistant.
Ati's gotta be like the Otis house.
I need my gun.
You are a worm through time. The Thunder Soul distorts you.
I know what I must do. Start at the beginning. I should have seen it earlier. This is my mess to clean up. My fight. No one else's. I am the director.
Hello, this is Dr. Casper Darling. I have a classified message for the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. I have sad news. Hedron is gone now, but it was not a source. It was a catalyst. Do you understand? You must go to my office, the Endgame. It will be revealed.
White pearls, but yellow and red.
God, that shit's so creepy.
I can't feel you. I can't. This is what Dylan wanted all along. But there's something. I can feel it, but I don't know what.
The motel is a place of power, of change, a place to pass through, connecting everything.
This is a dream inside my head. Why shouldn't it take me anywhere I want to go?
Really?
Oh my god, that's dumb. Love it. This is so weird. Oh shit.
Grow brighter around one constant. They revolve. Hedron is dead, but you're alive here in me. Maybe Hedron put you in our heads when we met her. Maybe you were always there. And she was just trying to teach me how to trigger you.
I thought, yeah.
Maybe I'll never understand.
That was pretty slick, almost making me think that that's
Maybe
the way
I
that
don't
the
need to.
game ended.
Trench was the first to be corrupted by the hiss. Slowly, over the years. His need for control only made it worse. It was Trench who took the projector to the nostalgia department. He opened the door to the hiss. Just like that.
There's the damn...
With Hedron dead, the hiss tried to corrupt me too. But I'm stronger than them. We're stronger. They're waiting. They'll try to stop us.
Are we gonna have to fight our brother? That would make sense.
My sister had this dream. Bad dream. And the whole world was dreaming with her.
Dylan?
She convinced herself that she was awake. She's always been stubborn. I knew I had to end her dream. I had to wake her up. I had to rip down.
You all move through time. The thunder song distorts you. Happiness comes. White pearls, but yellow and red.
I know he's still there somewhere. Locked inside. I know, because that's how it was for me.
Was waiting for that. Oh, they're gonna make me feel overpowered now. Fucking obliterating them. So we're gonna have fights on every one of these. That's fine. Accidentally destroyed that fucker. Yeah, this is kind of pointless to have the level 30s like this in one shot everybody. This is just to make you feel strong. All it does is it gives them like level 1 health, if that. Visually showing that they're level 30. getting a little bit hitchy right now. I got a little close. I like how the final one is take control.
Dylan's in a coma. I don't know if there's anything of him left in there. If he'll ever find his way back. The portal's been closed, but the hiss is still in the oldest house.
Like the mold.
The lockdown can't be lifted as long as any trace of it remains. I'm working on a solution with my management team, but there is still a long road ahead. I'm the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. We're in this together. You and I.
I get it. So this is to prevent you from, like, this is the way to keep you from to continue to play. I get it. Pretty good. James McCaffrey. James McCaffrey. That individual. That was fun. I had a good time. What we normally do when we beat a game is we let the credits roll through. And I discuss about some of my likes and dislikes of the game. What I would give it out of 10 if I had to score it. And stuff like that. So for us, what I liked, the combat was fun. The mechanics were fun. The abilities were fun. I liked how, like, all the map pieces were interconnected. It almost reminded me of Dark Souls a little bit, which was pretty neat. Story-wise, I definitely enjoyed that story. How things seem to play out the way that they did. And there was a lot of side things that you could do. And the fact that they ended the game the way that they did to make it to where, like, if you didn't do any of the side stuff, here's your chance to do some of the side stuff. The game wasn't really that difficult at all. But it was still a blast and a half, for sure. There were moments that got me, like, slipping up, and I died several times. I kind of didn't expect to beat the game today, but at the same time, I was like, there's not really that, like, if you just did the main story, there's only a couple of hours to this game, right? But there's so much side stuff that you could do, a lot of stuff that's not even, like, labeled, and stuff that's just, you have to come across it and figure it out on your own, and get rewarded for that. So they do award exploration a little bit, if not in the traditional sense, in the sense of, like, hey, you've unlocked cosmetic options for your character, you've unlocked some resources, stuff like that. Things that I didn't like, some of the story events that were, like, triggered by a certain event occurring, or the lack of a certain event. was a bit aggravating. Like that was annoying when we went to go save the medic from that one team, from the two dudes that would always go on expeditions together, and then the one turned into the Hiss because his HRA was cracked or some BS, but they didn't allude to it. There was no need for it to happen, but it did, and that aggravated me. That's more of a personal pet peeve. The fact that they had a couple of events where, like, hey, save this person, and you couldn't save them. It was a little bit aggravating. There's so much more to explore. That was very interesting. Figuring out the Ocean View Hotel was like something you could potentially control where it would take you was phenomenal. It must have something to do with the subconscious. The subconscious tells you that it will only take you to, like, this is familiar, so we'll find a key and it only takes us there. But telling your brain, yes, I can go this route, will open that route for you, I guess, for the Ocean View. Like, there's so much little lore and nuances and things that occur. It reminds me a little bit of SCP, but like the oldest house is an SCP kind of a situation. I didn't quite realize the way that it was set up. He didn't shoot himself for any other reason than or Dylan made him do it. So it says that the director was the first to be infected, but I don't know if that's the case. It seems like Dylan might have been the first infected a long time ago. And it's kind of amazing that the only reason we are aware of the oldest house is because they brought Polaris out. And Polaris contacted us and Dylan and tried to basically have them assist her, Polaris, in getting rid of the Hiss. Because that's what Polaris's whole thing was. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to figure out that they're going to end up dealing with the Hiss, and then they'll be able to go back out into the open world. But I'm curious to see if they're going to come out with another one of these games in the future, and what that game will encapsulate. Because there seems to be a little bit more to be able to talk about. Hell, you could kind of do something similar in what XCOM does. And now we have the director's suit. The slide projector. Alright. I'm not gonna read all that. Dynamite. This is just the... Alright. Endless grind?
My reflection trapped in the darkness of the coffee I nurse. The rain turned the lights of the city into a mosaic on the windows. The day's paper lists all the things wrong in the world. The list grows longer by the day. The difference between the morning and the night? Coffee. Whiskey. No other difference. The alarm goes off at 5 a.m. It feels like I just closed my eyes. It's dark. I sit up on the bed in the gloom. I get up, I shower. The driver waits for me downstairs, takes me to the oldest house. An old man stares at me in the car window. It's raining. It's dark. Late at night, he brings me back here. It's not a home, it's a room where I sleep in. Waking up just as tired as I was before going to bed. Endless grind.
Damn. Yeah, they do intend to make another one. I don't know if there's any DLC for this game.
Shawshank Redemption. That's the name of the movie I was thinking of earlier.
What?
Not important, but that was it.
Yeah? Secrets and clues and stuff like that. I love how this is like become an altered room.
You're the director stopped the hiss, right? Sounds like she can really handle things.
Finally, someone had the balls to take the fight to them. It's about time we had someone other than...
I'll be here waiting for you when you wake up, brother. If you wake up.
Interesting. So we just need to do some cleanup.
There's no way this happened by accident. I'm telling you. The board arranged this to whittle down our numbers, to prepare...
Can't you just process the stat files quietly? I don't want to hear this.
You don't want to hear how we're just sheep being led to slaughter by our own ignorance? Fine, fine.
There haven't been any hiss sightings in the Ocean View Motel. Could survivors be hiding inside?
It's possible. I remember a report about...
This corruption manifests in vastly different ways. Some hosts remain largely unchanged, while others are barely recognizable as human. What determines this level of alteration is that the duration of the corruption could simply be an evolutionary process, each entity representing a stage of growth in an undiscovered linear progression leading towards what? Additionally, hiss entities possess various paranatural abilities. How have they achieved this? Do they gain them from corrupting objects of power? Have they corrupted a single highly talented paranatural and divided their access to paranatural abilities across the network of his corrupted hosts? Yeah, brother.
The Bureau lost contact with a whole department during a house shift. The department head was found in the motel 2 years later. His arm stuck in the...
Jesse, good to see you. We've got Dylan situated in his containment cell like you asked. I've got medical staff running tests as we speak, and I'd be happy to walk you through the details later. Other than that, what's next?
With the slide projector turned off, the hiss are shut out, but we're stuck with the ones already here. We can't lift the lockdown until they're all eradicated. If any hiss ever got out, that would be the end of everything.
Well, eliminating them all will take time. Look, I'll do what I can on my end, but my research is progressing slower than I'd like.
I think I can help with that. I am making you the head of research, effective immediately. I want you to use everything the Bureau has, every resource, every confidential scrap of data, and find a way to keep the hiss out for good.
That's... really?
I mean, we don't have a...
Yes, I can certainly... Yes! Yes, I accept.
You'll do great. Besides, I didn't really have anyone else lined up.
I'm honored, Jesse, really. Thank you.
She's all giddy now. I wasn't done talking to you, though.
I've looked through the docs we found in Dimensional Research. That slide projector is extremely powerful. You were right to shut it down.
How do you feel about me taking over as director?
You act like it just happened. You've been director since we first met, remember? I'm still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me.
I mean...
But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone. Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone.
They're the Bureau's past, Emily. We won't operate like they did.
No.
We'll learn from their mistakes.
They operated in a very terrible way.
We'll be better than they ever were. We won't ever be like them. When the hiss got into my head, I saw some weird things. I think Darling even spoke to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Empirically, no, but phantom voices as well as hallucinatory states are not uncommon here. And considering the forces that Dr. Darling was working with, he could have been transferred to a different plane of consciousness, physically or otherwise.
And that doesn't upset you?
Oh, very. And the fact that he hid those forces from me, it's infuriating.
That's what she's upset about.
But Darling's dream was always to look beyond our reality. This time he may have taken a step too far.
Yeah, I see how
As long as
this...
his consciousness can perceive his surroundings, I'm sure he's loving it.
Maybe Darling was just trying to protect you from the darker side of his work.
Fuck that. I'm not a child.
I love
Don't
that.
just assume I'm going to consider something morally repugnant.
Which it all was.
Which it all was, of course.
How was Dylan?
The same. I can't detect any his activity, but his physiology has certainly been altered by it. And I can't tell if his brain activity is genuine or simply the aftermath of the hiss, like spasms. Dylan could wake up tomorrow for all I know. I really can't say.
Then I just have to wait for him. That's fair. He waited a long time for me.
Don't worry. We'll be monitoring him round the clock. If he wakes up, we'll be ready. I don't mean that in a hostile way, just... well, you know.
I hear you. My brother isn't exactly popular around here. I hope one day he'll have the chance to change that. So, there was a moment after Hedron died that I couldn't feel my powers. The hiss got into my head. Just for a moment.
So that explains the HRA outage. Before we knew what was happening, the hiss had us. They were in my head. I saw terrible things. I mean, I was about to go under forever when the hiss was pushed back. The HRAs had come back on. Dylan vanished afterwards, and we fought off the hiss that came after him. So if Hedron's death knocked out the HRAs, that means there must be a new local source for them to relay, which I'm guessing must be...
me.
You. Hedron is dead, assuming that word even applies to a resonant-based life form. But whatever it awakened in you, the power you call Polaris, is still
That's so
active.
weird, but it makes so
Or at
much
least,
sense.
That's what my instruments are telling me.
I don't think we're ever gonna understand all of this. And I'm okay with that. I'm just glad you're here with me. That's good to know. Thanks, Emily. I found Dylan attacking the astral plane and the board. What was he hoping to accomplish?
Huh. Since they arrived, Hiss have been corrupting objects of power, which have an inherent link to the astral plane. Maybe their goal was to access the astral plane and the board itself.
That still doesn't tell us why.
His motives are a difficult thing to work out, but I have been digging through confidential files and noticed a strange gap in knowledge regarding the board. Looks like any data on them has either been deleted or was never gathered in the first place.
Then maybe it's time someone looked into that.
Maybe it is.
Alright.
Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
Alright,
Gotta be methodical. Clean out every last hiss with one thorough sweep, room by room.
What do you got for me?
I heard you closed the Hiss portal, or whatever it is we're calling it. Now, if we could just flush out the stragglers.
So, what's next for Simon Arish?
Well, first off, I'm banning all slide projectors. That's it. Seriously, though, we need to review our protocols. Research should not be making decisions that endanger the entire Bureau, no, fuck it, the entire fucking world, without some serious oversight.
I think Pope would agree. Certain people in the Bureau have been working in the shadows for too long.
And I'd like to make these HRAs part of the mandatory Bureau uniform. They're not stylish, but better safe than sorry.
I don't think anyone will complain. Not after this. What are your thoughts on me serving as director?
I love that he's gonna say similar things.
Well, I couldn't be more excited. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, Trench was fine, but well, you pulled us back from the brink, so... Well, I'm honored to serve, ma'am. I mean, fuck, shit. Faden. Sorry.
He'll get it one day.
Oh, great.
So, what's the situation in my bureau, Arish?
The situation is we are still up to our eyes in Hiss. Not to mention the months of repairs it's gonna take just to get this place up and running again.
But is it doable?
Of course it is. You just might need to tell some rangers to grab a wrench once they're done hunting Hiss.
Did anyone ever mention to you that Darling was using the slide projector?
Well, Salvador never did, but I doubt he even knew. Look, I'm well aware that it's our job to study and contain the things that we don't understand, but some of the things that Darling did were way outside of our mission statement.
Yeah.
Look, these things are not toys, and acting like they are is only ever gonna end one way. At least Pope seems to understand that.
Well, it's secure now. No one can reach it without my say-so.
But thank Christ for that.
Marshall's been missing for a while now. Any ideas where she could be?
The last time I saw her was in maintenance when I was leading the Rangers out of the Atlas. Yeah, I told her it wasn't safe, but she said she had to go check on something.
Did you ask where she was going?
Whew. Marshall is not the kind of person you question. Kind of intimidating, you know? But, she was by herself, if that helps at all.
Not really, but thanks. Hopefully she turns up.
But we'll have to check out maintenance later. I did not anticipate this being a
I'll see you later.
continuation.
You know where I'll be.
Where is it? Tangent corridor. Well, we'll see if he shows up. If he doesn't, I'll probably wrap up for the evening. Well, not the evening, for this game. And then move over to 7 Days to Die. And probably won't be playing this, even though we, like, still have more to do in quotation marks. I think that's more along the lines of, like, hey, yeah, this is, like, the placeholder for the time being kind of situation. Allows you to be able to do more stuff I don't know why I'm playing one with the lighter. Probably shouldn't be doing that. Really? Oh.
There you are.
Shit. I pressed circle, you fucker! I might have been still in the red, though. Just find me by yourself, Thomasai. Gotta send your little mook bastard buddies after me. I'm gonna switch to the boss killing weapon. Maybe I can upgrade Pierce before I do, though. That fucking asshole got me again. That's the only reason I'm dying to him. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. I shouldn't even bother with that. Motherfucker hit me every goddamn fucking time! If he doesn't hit me, I win. Simple as that. I gotta focus on Thomaside. There's no other way I win this. I'm about to alter some of my points. But I don't know. Nah, it doesn't really matter. Circle. Nope. Heard you that time, you motherfucker. Where you at? That was the closest I think I've ever been taking out Thomas I. I can't lose sight of him. I'm just gonna fucking focus him down. That's it. I keep trying to get distracted by taking other ones out. Fuck it. I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm staying in the air as much as I possibly can and just shooting them. I'm gonna try and reduce the amount of ammo that this fucking thing uses and then go from there. See, this is the kind of things that aggravated me about this game. This fight, this optional fight, is more difficult than the final boss. And there wasn't even technically a final boss. There should have been a final boss. We should have fought our brother. Instead, we fight a whole bunch of Mook level characters, and it's like, I didn't even struggle once. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I wanted. That'll work, whatever. Fuck off. That motherfucker. Is pissing me off. Because honestly, the boss isn't even that difficult. The other enemies, they're not that difficult, whatever. That fucking invisible bitch that can almost fucking one-shot you, that's fucking stupid. That's the stupidest fucking enemy in this entire goddamn game.
the Bureau should start looking for new professionals.
You motherfucker. Holy shit, that was annoying. Supernatural object appeared in the field outside the town of Sterling, Colorado, near a billboard advertising something. No civilians were injured, though a family dog had been reported as missing since the event. Local authorities arrived on the scene and began issuing orders over a monitored line of communication using several watchwords flagged by the Bureau, including something. Bureau agents from the regional office were dispatched and arrived 2 hours after local police. The situation was contained and analysis began. Bureau research staff arrived the next day to examine the object. After several days of evaluation, the object was lifted into an enclosed truck built in black rock panels and relocated to Bureau headquarters via the subway transit system, leading into the oldest house. Bright flash field approximately certain time. No noise accompanied the light. Object fell from the sky. Examination found the object actually manifested there, vaporizing soil around it in an intense spherical something, which possibly explains the light seen from the town. Hollow sphere made of a stone-like material. The material does not on record. The sphere has broken portion, as if something from the object. The object has been inactive since arriving at the Bureau. Communications Department officially stated to the press that the object was a small meteor, also using the America Overnight program to something. The AWE will be studying the containment sector until the spherical object is deemed safe to be transferred to the investigation sector.
You're listening to America Overnight, now in our 29th year, lifting the veil between fiction and reality.
Is that Tomasai? Was that supposed to be Tomasai? There's a broken portion of this. Broken portion isn't apparently accessible to us. Actually, I kind of want to go to Panopticon and see something really fast. There's a couple of other people I can talk to as well before we get to wrap up.
Paranatural power contained in one place is a risk.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder what other dangers are locked away inside the Bureau.
She's not wrong.
How did an astral spike end up in the archives? My poor records are gonna get torn to shreds.
Those are called astral spikes.
Hello, ma'am. I heard about your little tussle over in Nostalgia. So, good house cleaning and things will get back to normal, right? Right? I mean, are normal, anyway.
Can I get a situation report for the sector?
Whew, okay, we still have to perform a proper inventory of the cells. Lord knows how many altered items snuck out during all this. Staffing. We definitely lost some people. Gonna have to hit those college career fairs, am I right? Huh.
Hard to imagine the FBC at job fairs.
The Hiss are still tearing up the place faster than we can fix it, but the containment sector is stable-ish.
Considering the alternative, I'm happy with stable-ish. Any thoughts on me serving as director? I know it was a sudden change.
Oh, no complaints so far. Trench was all secrets, lots of meetings behind closed doors. You seem much more approachable. But if I can give you some advice, ma'am, keep a grip on who you are. I've been here a long time, and I don't know if it's the job or this place, but people change here, and not for the better.
I'll try to keep my head on straight. Will you stay on after things calm down, Langston?
Are you asking if I'm quitting? Oh, no, ma'am. I'm not having some mid-level agent make a mess of my panopticon. Plus, I'm racking up serious overtime hours with this lockdown. Just don't take too long clearing out the Hiss. My cat gets separation anxiety.
I'll do what I can.
I love how he talks about his
He
cat.
must have gotten a pet sitter.
He did.
I'll see you later, Langston.
I'll be here, like always.
Wait, this is the wrong way. I need to go through maintenance. Actually, we'll go to the boardroom first because I want to go through maintenance the long route. And then we'll wrap up. Actually, we'll wrap up before we do that. I'm probably not going to hit this game again for quite some time afterwards, though, so we're going to just make sure everything's good. That was the most difficult fight. Because of that one entity. That one invisible turning entity. And that's why I was getting so pissed off. Not because it was difficult, but because of the stupidity is that that enemy. It can almost one-shot you. No matter what your health is, it takes you down to 1. And then everybody else just has to hit you one time and you're dead. That's what was so aggravating about that. I also want to check a couple things out here before I forget too. Plus the game's broken. Hello? There we go.
Pope wants a full physical examination of Dylan Faden, specifically looking for any physiological abnormalities.
Abnormalities? Does she think that he's still inside him?
She wants to rule it out entirely before we move on with our analysis. She's determined to learn how he survived the cleansing process.
Where are the files on parasitic entities I asked for?
I found a couple of relevant files.
I took care of the Tomasi problem. Sorry, I forget he was a coworker.
Don't apologize. That wasn't the real Tomasi. He died when the hiss got him.
You're right. I just didn't want to be insensitive.
Sentimentality is a weakness in situations like these, Jesse. That's Bureau 101.
I don't think Emily's in danger of being called sentimental.
Alright.
Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
The director shut it down. No problem. It's a huge victory. Huge!
I heard she sacrificed her brother's soul to see.
What are you
Level 7. Not that that's gonna really make that much of a difference. Nice. Can't go here anymore. Which makes sense, but also sucks. Yeah, basically the rest of this is just story-based cleanup. Like, we don't have to worry about this anymore.
Pope is now head of research. It's official.
Head of research? When was the review process? Why weren't we consulted?
Calm down. It's pretty clear she earned it. Director.
Yeah? I need to go to the maintenance sector access corridor. I've not been there yet. I want to check it out, see if it's what I think it is or if it's completely different. Because this could be where Marshall's at. Oh. Okay. Go to field training. Is Ahti back or no?
Ahti's still gone. I get the feeling he had more. I guess I just take a seat. This is what being a janitor's all about.
Oh, neat.
I suppose the janitor's assistant does need proper janitor attire.
Neat. Alright, yeah, no, we're done with this game pretty much. It was fun. Had a good time with it. Very frustrated about those invisible enemies. I'm glad there were only a handful of them to deal with, in all honesty. The only other thing to do is just slowly go through maintenance until we find who we're looking for. Marshall. That's not exactly what I wanted to do. I want to check field training to see if she's here.
Get ready, Ranger.
I doubt she
We're
will be.
starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Remaining.
Course complete. Congratulations, Rainer.
No, she's not over here. Which after some thought does make sense. Hello. That's radio, never mind. I don't think we're gonna be able to find her. I'm an idiot. I'm a dumbass. I'm gonna alt tab really fast and look up Marshall. And then if we don't find anything, that's when we wrap up. And then we'll wrap up for the evening, regardless of whether or not we find something. Well, that gave me a lot of spoilers right there. We are going to be able to find her. We'll do this, I think. Hold on, where is it? Oh, the foundation, okay. I think we got one of those messages already. I don't know if I'll be able to do this now because maybe I didn't get the message, but eh. It's gonna take a minute to load the foundation, it looks like. Looks like it's heavy resource reliant, or it's gonna crash the game. I think it's just gonna take a while to load because it did last time we came to the foundation.
Is this still a part of the oldest house? It feels much older. What's older than oldest? Where does the oldest house begin?
Yeah, I guess I need the proper access or whatever. The lighting doesn't feel right. Yeah, there's still a little bit of side stuff we need to do over here, but we can't do it because we haven't gotten the mission yet. Honestly, I might have to play this tomorrow too. I know we're done, but there's like 2 or 3 more things that we can do. One of those things is the jukebox. We can mess around with that whenever. I think we'll mess around with that maybe sometime next week. Because for the time being, I do believe I'm going to be done with Control right after we get set up in Central Executive. So it's funny, the 2 voices mess with the individuals. The Hiss mess with the director, and Polaris mess with the scientist. And that led to all this happening. Those that survived only did so because of the scientist making the devices. Shame she wasn't able to burn all of them. I'm thinking about that one letter or note or whatever that one individual wrote about the slides, and it seems like he wanted to go to a different world. Kind of unfortunate, but fortunate that those slides were as easy to burn as they were. Yeah, we got like 2 more things to do, I think, maybe a little bit more than that. I'm not concerned with them though, because basically we beat the game. Tomorrow, I went up. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? We can finish this up
Finding the armory?
tomorrow.
None. Looks like you got shifted. We have rangers checking each sector.
Fuck. Whose side is the house on? Alright, we'll keep teams looking. Post a watch on the old location in case it shifts back. I need that fucking ammo.
I didn't even think about that. The ammo shifted. The armory shifted. Did not even anticipate that happening.
Everything's good here, Director.
But yeah, this is what we're gonna be messing with tomorrow. Right there, the jukebox. In the meantime though, I'm going to be switching on over to 7 Days to Die. Continue working on our little mega build project we've been working on. But for the time being, that is going to be it from me. We will probably be playing this tomorrow. I'm gonna do a little bit of looking up just to see what goes on after I end the video. If you're new to the kingdom and you haven't already, be sure to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube to the channel. I have links to everything in the description below. You can utilize either streamer links or all my links. I have both those set up in case one or the other go down for whatever reason. Regardless of that, if you want to help support, you can utilize that to follow me or support me on all my other associated sites, including but not limited to Twitch, where you can follow me over there and catch me when I go live at 8 p.m. EST EDT every weekday. With all that said and done though, that is going to be it from me. So until next time, take care and have a good one. King Tombs 456 signing out. Bye bye YouTube.